Hello, my name is Gregtech82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. Last episode we left off crafting up, or at least trying to get this going. And I have just switched out all the different components. It was actually, I was thinking there was going to be a lot of them, but the only two of them actually have circuits in them. So this one has the circuits and this one did too. None of these have circuits. The field generator needs ZPM, but I don't have any on me and we don't need that yet, so I just left that. And then I changed it over in the thing over there. Right, steel dust. I don't have the macerator over here yet, so I cannot craft, or autocraft, I should say, steel dust yet. So I just kind of craft it manually and throw it in the macerator, which I just moved. It's right there. All right, so let's try that again. All right, so now we got everything. This is obviously going to take some crafting up here. I moved the arc furnace over here. Yeah, still running short on power. It's because this pulls multiple amps is the issue. Pulls 3 amps. So if that's like running, it can run a little bit, but as soon as it drains, yeah, as soon as it drains the thing, it'll fill up and then it'll run again. But luckily we don't lose the thing. I just need to craft up another diode. Just haven't done it yet. I have EV, but that's not gonna work. Yep, I would have to do... It's just a thing, right? I mean, these are super easy to craft. Anyway, let me come back once we get everything crafted up here. I think we're pretty good. It's just basically smelting. Yeah. Lots of smelting. And we are back in the base, and we've got the robot arms crafted up, and I also pulled over my setup for the lubricant. So just did exact same setup, except instead of having the tank, I just did a fluid canner and threw a recipe on the back. We got the storage bus there for lubricant if needed. I think the only thing we have using lubricant right now is the cutting machine in the clean room. So that's not too bad. All right, so we got those. I think we should do a recipe for this though. I have a feeling I'm going to be crafting multiple of these. There is that. I always think it's advanced, it's auto. Right, so there is the auto maintenance hatch. Now I need everything else to go with it. So we got a capacity card, got crafting, export steel, nano, and this, right. Last part, I forgot about this. We need to get the tape. Now, it looks like I'm going to have to get rubber, which is a bit unfortunate. Looks like this is the only way to do it. Now, see, I do have a chemical reactor. And then I guess a fluid solidifier we'll need. Which I have. Do I have a plate mold? An ingot mold. I do have a plate mold over here. Could just borrow it. Yeah, do I have... Did I ever put the plate thing in this? Don't think I did. I could change one of these out. I don't need to have these as... I don't use those. Yeah. Why don't we do that, actually? I could put... We'll put that away, In case we ever need it, it'll be there. Where did I think I left this over here, didn't I? Still haven't got my food moved over either. Yeah, so that's the one I didn't know that was still in there. Might as well throw that in the A system. So where do I want to put this? I think eventually I'm gonna have like a plastics kind of little building that'll have like my polyethylene and stuff like that. And maybe I'll end up throwing this in there. The rubber. But yeah, so we need an export bus. Capacity card. I need rubber. And sulfur. Which we have plenty of. Let me put this back. That's there for epoxy sheets, so I didn't really want to use it. I do have this thing though. All right. So before we do that, the rubber. I guess we'll do rubber. Plates. We'll just do it over here, I guess. That. Throw that in there. That'll get us those sheets that we need. All right, there's that one. All right, and then let me think. Carbon, these things. I forget, was it like 3 or something like that? I don't remember. But let's go ahead and plop this down. This room is full. Kind of goes with this stuff, actually. Didn't think I was gonna be able to hold on to it. Nice. Actually, that one's supposed to stay there. All right, that away, that away. That away. So we got fluid solidifier. chemical reactor. Now I need export bus there. Capacity card. Sulfur. Well, actually, rubber. And then sulfur, because I think it does rubber first. That there. There it goes. Fluid output to the right. That. Question is, what do we do with this? I don't want to just have this continually running, so that's not, I guess, storage bus. I don't think I'm going to need, yeah, we won't need tons of them. Do I have storage buses? I have fluid storage buses. Probably doesn't have, what does it need? 2. Think we can put a 2 in there. Yeah, I think we're okay with that. At least with these. These are 4, this is a 2. What are these 10K cells? Nothing. So this 9 doesn't need to go in there. So 2 and a 4, we should be good. All right. Carbon. So we got our carbon mesh. We got our rubber. Was it 2 or 3? I don't remember. 3 and 3. It needs to be in that assembler. I think, no, actually, I think it has, there's one. There's room for 1 in there, I think. Put over here, right? Yeah, I have room for 1. Let's move those down from where I took out the LV one because it didn't work. All right, perfect. There is that. Everything is set up for this now. I want the clean room needs to be done probably first. I think that is probably a good idea to do that. So I should have enough cable on me, right? Yeah. So that, and that, and then we got that crafting. Right, perfect. Clean room. Question is where I put this. All right, it's inside, so that's not what we want. We need that to be, it doesn't really matter. I kind of want it hidden a bit, because why is it cold? Yeah, I have no idea why those turn gold. Right. Nope, that's not what I want. I want the auto maintenance hatch. I can face this down, right? Yeah, all right. All right, perfect. Let's get that running there, and then we will hook up this auto maintenance hatch. So I did some testing and it appeared to work as expected. Basically, you just do There's the 4, and then you put whatever it needs. I don't remember. Auto. 4 duct tape, 2 lubricant cells, 4 steel screws, 2 advanced circuits. Unfortunately, that's going to fill up everything. So say I put steel screws in there. The AA system should craft whatever's needed. Put that in there. Let's do tape and nano circuits. And then we'll just kind of let that fill up, and it should just craft everything as needed. And it'll slowly fill up. Now, fortunately, there is a lot of stuff needed. Like, I don't know if there's any way to, like, kind of limit that. So it's going to get, you know, 64 tape. It's going to get 64 things of lubricant. But it doesn't use them often. So once it's kind of like backlogs, see, we're like going through this like really quick. Yeah, we'll just like go through like our seeds really quick. Right, so I needed to put the storage bus on there. So I won't be crafting like 50 of these all at once. I'm kind of wait till we get set up here, and then yeah, we'll just have everything backlogged and it should be fine. Once those work, it should pull out these if it needs them. Yep, see there, it's pulling them out. This is it crafting up the different stuff for the nano circuits, which unfortunately, like I said, it's going to need 64 of those, but yeah. Somehow I lost an osmiridium ingot. That's why that was there. But yeah. It's just going to take a little while to backlog, basically, with everything that it needs. Oh, it already got those. Yeah, so it's just going to backlog the rest, and then, yeah, whenever this, whatever it gets a maintenance problem, it'll just pull whatever, it'll pull that off, like, it pulls all of that. So 4 duct tape, 4 steel screws, 2 lubricant, and 2 advanced circuits, but it will automatically fix the thing, so I never have to worry about the clean room voiding stuff anymore. So that's pretty cool. Although it's just 64 circuits is quite expensive. But yeah, we'll just kind of let that go and get everything crafted up on its own. Although I just realized it may be voiding this stuff. Why don't we... Yeah. So I think it tried to craft that circuit, but it voided it. That's why it's sitting there. So let's wait for that to get itself sorted out again. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's why it's sitting there. It's thinking it's still crafting it. So it actually only voided 1. That's good to know. All right, but yeah, let me cut here and we'll come back. All right, we got everything set up and I'm crafting all the different components, but I realized I forgot to change this recipe. So I'm using the old one, but now we can, with the LUV assembler, we can actually do this recipe, so it's a bit cheaper. The system on the chip is more expensive, but the rest is cheaper. So this just requires, I'm gonna have to do a couple of recipes here. So Naquata, that, more patterns. Get some more patterns going. The Naquata, yeah, we only have 38 left, and this uses like 1 each, I think. Doesn't it? Oops. Yeah, this is uses one each, so that's a bit more expensive, but overall less materials. And I already have an amber one in here, so that should work. Yep. It's that one, I believe. Nope. All right. So that's so fine electrum wire, 8 platinum bolts, and then the I need to do before I do that. Need to do the ASOC cut down. Right? What do you oh, you actually get 6 from that. Alright. So it's not quite as expensive as I was thinking it was gonna be. So that's perfect. That's not too bad. That's what? About 7 seconds or something like that. Yep, almost full on tape. That just takes a while for the... because it only does one at a time. Alright, so there is the 6, and then I just need the 1 for the recipe. Alright, so cutting machine. Put it right there, I guess. Kind of goes with these. Those are kind of similar, these are similar, these are similar, and those are kind of similar. Similar tier, I guess you'd say. Alright. So it does need the electrum wire. Platinum bolts. Ooh, do I not have platinum bolts? Thought I did. All right, just another recipe. There's so many. I thought I could have sworn I had this platinum bolt recipe, but maybe not. Wait, I just realized I don't think I have enough room, do I? Nope. All right, I may. This I do need. Although I was looking at this recipe, and actually, I don't know if I actually do need... I could maybe take these out because I'm not really using these. They're for the... yeah, they were for the... what am I trying to say? Like the solar panels and stuff. That's what all those were used for. So I'm not really crafting those. I could add another thing for bolts, I guess. Or I could just replace one that I'm not really using, which I probably will do. That's easier. All right. So this recipe does use platinum, which is also a bit more expensive, but I think thaumium. All the other ones, maybe tungsten. I don't know. Let's try this again. Oh. So that... wish I could move that. Actually can. Have enough. And platinum bolts. Oops. Eight platinum bolt, I think that's right. Yeah, so advanced circuit board, ACOs 8, 8. And then we'll just save that. And put that back in there. And that should start using those to craft up. Might take a second to realize. Yeah, so there it goes. All right, so there is. We'll just turned on. That was the, wasn't that the, that was my arc furnace, I think. But yeah, there is the auto maintenance hatch now. I'm probably, I mean, it would be kind of cool to have them on every single thing that we need, but I'm gonna do it on the most important ones, I think, because I really don't know if there's any way to limit that from putting 64 of each in there. Is there? Really don't know. Is there? I don't think you can limit it on here, is there? Use stocked items or craft items while exporting. Export the first item until the network is empty, then try the next ones. Export using random road. Yeah. Do not use stocked items, only craft. Yeah, there's no way to, I don't think there's any way to like limit one of each. I could, no, I was thinking like if I export to a chest, but then it would fill up the entire chest. So like if I was thinking, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there is a way. It would be kind of cool if AE, like AE is very powerful, but there are quite a lot of limitations to it. Import, yeah, storage. Yeah. I mean, actually, maybe, what ends if I keep in stock and then have, oh, that's an idea. All right. So the storage, is it storage interfaces, isn't it? Let me go craft up another interface. This actually may, now that I'm thinking about this, I could maybe use an interface to keep one of, or four or whatever it is. Oh, see, that's, well, that could be fine. I would have to do limit to 4, because don't Ender IO... I feel like there may be a way to limit, isn't there? Like, no, that's speed downgrade. Maybe with a filter, possibly? I'm trying to remember. The thing is, you need 4. It's like if there was just one, you only need like one of the item in there. That would be one thing, but you need 4. And I don't know if there's any way to. I may have to kind of look this, or kind of do some testing here. Because let's say, let's just drop this here while we do some testing. So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Basically, you just have to wait to everything like backlogs. But yeah, so I could be like, isn't there, like if I do 4, then it'll keep that 4 stocked in there, and then I can pipe that out if I want. But the question is, how do I only pipe out? Well, Steve's the factory manager. I could. That is an idea. I could probably do this with Steve's factory manager. Why am I'm making this like way more complicated than it needs to be. All right, so really quickly, let's turn this off for now. Let's take out the crafting card, because I can actually use these for other things. All right, so yeah, let me craft up. This might be like really easy actually, now that I'm thinking about it. All right, yeah, I think I got an idea. Let's come back in a second. All right, I got another Steve Sector Manager, got the interface. So let's go ahead and see if we can do this. Break that. And we'll break that. Now let's pull all this out for now. And let's see. So what do we need in there? We need auto. All right, 4 duct tape. I'm just going to put this stuff in here. 4 duct tape, 2 lubricant, 4 steel screws, and I think it's 2 of those, isn't it? Yeah. So 4 duct tape, 2 lubricant, 4 steel, 2 advanced. All right. So let's put this here. I'm assuming this will work, but let's see. And we'll also put that there. So basically, we'll turn that off. I want 4 duct tape, 2 lubricant, 2 of those, 4 screws. I want that, the AA system, to keep that in there. So let's go ahead and, I think I can actually just, yeah, pop it in there, and then it should do that. All right, so it's going to keep this in stock in this inventory. Now with this, we're going to do create trigger. Doesn't need to happen all that fast. How about we do 2 seconds? So every couple seconds, it's gonna test that out. We need the condition. So, right. So it does look like we can do that. So inventory, and then we'll put the items that it needs. All right, so I put the items in, and we're gonna do, it's gonna check that every couple seconds. Now, the true, we don't want it to do anything, but if it is false, then we'll create the inputs, which is the same thing, but we will do that, and we will, target doesn't matter, and then we will tell it to pull these items in. And there's those. And then we will output into that. Now I probably need to set this the down one, because those need to be specific, I think. But I think this should work in theory. It's basically the same as the assembly line. I'm just checking to make sure I have items in there, although I'm checking the inventory. Well, yeah, I guess it's the same. Instead of doing a chest, we're just checking to see if the maintenance hatch has it. So, and a specific amount. All right, so trigger, every 2 seconds it checks the condition. Does the auto maintenance hatch have these 4 items? If it does, don't do anything. If it doesn't, then you're going to input from the interface and output into the auto maintenance hatch. So let's go ahead and check that. So we want the false there. And I think that should work. Let's see if it does. Now I'm gonna have to, I kind of like hid this a bit now that I'm, so let's pull that out. Oh, there it goes. All right, so it can actually put it through. It doesn't matter what direction it's facing, but yeah, there we go. So that will keep that permanence locked, and that means we don't have to put 64 of each in every single maintenance hatch. We just have to do a little bit of that, but I can just copy it kind of thing, and then yeah, when I need the... Yeah, when I need the thing, I can just copy it and move it over to the new one. But we do need, in this interface, a crafting card. Which means if these aren't in the AE system, it will craft those. I wonder if I can... Yeah, I don't need to have this on the interface terminal. So, yeah, all right. So there is the auto maintenance hatch. I am pretty happy about that. I think that was kind of cool. Steve's Factory Manager is so strong with doing stuff like this. Very specific kind of things like this. Steve's Factory Manager is so good in this pack with that. All right, but anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, I do need to pull over the lava heat exchanger. So in between episodes, I'm going to get a node going. I am trying to debate whether I want... if I want to do a dedicated node. I think I probably will. Because I don't... Like, we have two nodes over here. We have one for charging wands and stuff, which is its own. And then I have one down here. And I don't know if I'm charging... The question is, if I'm like charging a wand with Ignis, is it gonna like... Not that this is gonna be happening very often, but if I'm charging a wand with Ignis, is this gonna make these drop? Like, will it stop feeding these kind of thing? I don't know. But I need to get that pulled over because running the blast furnace is really burning up power. I'm only being supplied by that one little solar panel. So, yeah. I will do that in between episodes. Anyway, so thanks for watching, and have a good one.